Moving on, the U.S. Senate has now voted on a resolution to curb Trump's war powers. Senators have voted to curtail these presidential powers with respect to any future military operations in or against Venezuela. Congressional lawmakers voted on Thursday. 5 Republicans joined the Democrats, bringing the vote to 52 for and 47 against, and thus advancing the resolution to bar the U.S. president from any further military action without congressional approval.
How can the American people watch this and not just groan and grimace and ache and fear? When we try to do this kind of nation, when America has tried to do this kind of nation building, this kinds of regime replacement in the past, it's led to the American people paying the price in treasure and in blood.
However, Republican lawmakers against the resolution questioned its need and timing, saying that there is no ongoing military action that needs to be halted by a congressional vote.
There isn't anybody that has any information that the president is using armed forces against Venezuela. He did for about 47 minutes this last weekend, but he is not in the process of doing this. And the resolution says that he should stop it. He's not doing it. Now, if the resolution were drawn to say, President, you can't do this anymore, that would actually have some effect, or attempt to have some effect. It would be unconstitutional, unenforceable. But to tell him to not do something or to stop doing something he's not doing is nonsense.
Now, this vote has come 5 days after U.S. military captured Maduro from Venezuela's capital, Caracas. The deposed leader is now in custody as pretrial proceedings unfold in New York. U.S. President Donald Trump has reacted to the mandate of this Senate vote and has now slammed the lawmakers from his own camp who voted with Democrats in favor of the resolution. In a long post on social media platform X, Trump said, and I'm quoting, "Republicans should be ashamed of the senators that just voted with Democrats in attempting to take away our powers to fight and defend the United States of America." Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Rand Paul, Josh Hawley, and Todd Young should never be elected to office again. This vote greatly hampers American self-defense and national security, impeding the president's authority as commander-in-chief. And to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Terani sent us a report and tells more.
The U.S. Senate voted 52-47 to move forward with a war powers resolution that would require President Trump to get Congress's approval before any further military action in Venezuela. It's a rare bipartisan rebuke, with 5 Republicans joining all Democrats. But the measure faces big obstacles. It still must pass the Republican-controlled House, and even if it does, President Trump is expected to veto it, meaning it's very unlikely to ever become law. That's why lawmakers and analysts call the vote mostly symbolic. It sends a political message about Congress asserting its constitutional war powers role, but it doesn't actually constrain the president, at least not yet.